Hi and welcome back. Today's video is, what if Batman have the powers of Spider-Man? And for all the Batman fans out there, now, remember to like and subscribe and activate the notification bell to make sure you get notified for the next video. But, before we start, I have to set some rules in the story. In this version, Bruce Wayne is Peter Parker, meaning, Bruce Wayne will not be rich. Also, Bruce Wayne lives his life as an ordinary boy before the spider bite. And now, let's start the story. Peter Parker, a ordinary boy. After both his father and mother dies, Peter will never be the same again. And now, Peter lives with his Uncle Ben and Aunt May. And now, with the years of his loss of his family, Peter always never have friends in school. And the worst part is, Peter always be bullied by other people by his loneliness. And because of that, Peter decided that, to be one day to be a successful businessman. But for now, he decided to work on the Daily Bugle, as a photographer. And after that, Peter also invested some of his money on his own small business. Things like apps, and also simple things like his own brand of shoes. And after that, few days later, he was taken to a school trip. But while he was in the science exhibit, a small radioactive spider climbed to his neck, and the spider bit Peter's neck. And suddenly, Peter's vision started to go blur. And a second later, Peter fainted. And one of his classmates reported his condition. And the teacher called Uncle Ben to get Peter home. And after that, Peter is now back home. And slowly but surely, Peter is waking up. But, the moment Peter tried to stand back up, he realized one thing. Peter doesn't need glasses anymore to see normally. And when Peter looked at himself in the mirror, he realized that, by some miracle, he is muscular. And when he tries to grab something, his hand sticks to it. And Peter speculates that, the spider might have given him superpowers. But, he also thinks that, if he inherited the DNA of the spider, he might mutated his body something more spider-like. And just the thought of it gives him concern of his well-being. And Peter decided to check his DNA. And after school starts, Peter goes straight to the science room, and use a microscope. And Peter pick one of his strands of hair, and quickly check his DNA. And after Peter use the microscope, Peter understands to what is happening to his body. In one hand, he wouldn't be a freak. But the other hand, his powers are limited because of the less DNA of the spider. And because of this limit, he dedicate himself to making the spider formula. And because Peter is smarter, thanks to Batman smarts, he is able to make the web shooter very early. And because of this, Peter also created few more devices. Example, smoke bomb, spiderang, like the batarang but remove the bat and replace to a spider. And after Peter created all of that, Peter started to design his own superhero suit that resemble a little bit of Batman, but more spider-like themed. And after Peter finished making the suit, Peter test most of his devices. And after Peter test everything, Peter goes into the night and stop most of the crimes. And while that is happening, his business has started to be a success. And because Peter is young, all of the money goes to his uncle. And because Peter have a business, all of his classmates respect Peter. And after that, villains started to appear, and most of them are easy to defeat. But, one day, a symbiote bonded with Peter. At first, Peter loved his upgrade, but later, he realized that the symbiote influenced him. And because of that, Peter tried to scan himself. But in the middle of the scanning process, both Peter and the symbiote are in absolute pain. And Peter realized that the symbiote are weak to supersonic sound. And after the scanning, Peter understand everything about the symbiote. And after that, Peter tried to take control over the symbiote by injecting himself to a nanobot. And after that, Peter managed to get rid of the consciousness of the symbiote, and is now able to take control. And this is the end of this video. Remember to like and subscribe and activate the notification bell to make sure you get notified for the next video. Now goodbye.